want to discover the flame that hides within you? Do you want to take a journey to discover your authentic self? I am Maria Felachidou, systemic consultant and Colour Psychodynamics practitioner. Together, we will explore ways to discover your inner flame. Welcome. Come, make yourself comfortable. Take a deep breath and relax. Why are we always falling in love with the same type of person? Somewhere inside you, there is a story repeating itself. The same emotion, the same longing, the same disappointment, but with a different face. And maybe you have wondered, why is this happening to me? But the truth runs deeper. You're not falling in love with people. You're falling in love with patterns. And these patterns didn't start with you. This is the Inner Flame Podcast, a place where we do not just look at the surface, but we're taking a deeper look behind the invisible dynamics of situations you live in your life. I am Maria, and in this mini-series, together we will discover why you're falling in love with the same type of person and how this can change. Let me tell you that it's not random who you fall in love with. There is a moment when you meet someone and you feel that spark, a sense of familiarity, like you already know them, like something just clicks. And you say, this is it. This is my person. But what if I told you that feeling is not a sign they're right for you? What if I told you they just feel familiar? Here in this episode, we won't search for answers on the outside, but we will return to what we already know within. Let's take a look at the big misunderstanding of chemistry. We will start with something that might surprise you. Chemistry is not proof of compatibility. It's proof of recognition. Because your nervous system isn't saying, this person is good for you. It's actually saying, I felt this before. I know what it is. And what does that mean in real life? When you feel strong attraction, your heart beats faster, you have an anticipation, you're feeling intensely. There may be a subtle sense of uncertainty. And let me tell you that if you feel your tummy like butterflies in your stomach and goosebumps and like a little bit dizzy, that's not love. That's maybe you're sick in your stomach, But we actually confuse all these emotions with passion. In reality, though, it's just activation of our body. Let's take a look at what our brain is doing and why it betrays us. Our brain has one main goal: not to make you happy, but to keep you safe. And for your brain, safe equals familiar. Unfamiliar, new territory is not safe, it's actually dangerous. And let's break that down into parts. First of all, we have our amygdala, which constantly scans the surroundings and say, have I seen this before? If the answer is yes, then it gives you the green light. Even if what is recognizing is pain. It's a known type of pain, a pain that has encountered in the past and knows what it is. After that, there are the basal ganglia. This is where our pattern lives. Our patterns exist. Patterns in relationships, in reactions, in behaviors. If you learn to love through distance, inconsistency, or even rejection, that's what you'll be drawn to again. That's the pattern inside your brain, written down. That's your software, and that's what you're running on. After that comes dopamine. Dopamine doesn't spike when you receive love. It spikes when you chase it. That's why emotionally unavailable people can feel more attractive. Let me break it down a little bit more. I will take you a long time ago, when people were living in small communities, trying to survive, fighting the elements, wild animals, and nature in order to keep existing. What our brain learned, what we have learned through trial and error, where trial and error meant death or life. What was easy was not necessarily good. And let me ask you, if there is an animal in nature that is slow, cannot run fast enough, is sluggish, or is just lying down on the ground, like ready for the kill or ready to be eaten, does that mean that is good meat? No. Probably it's old, maybe has some disease, which could be easily transferred to the people eating this meat, this animal. So we have learned from the beginning of our existence that easy prey is not good for us, because it probably has something wrong. There's something wrong with it, which will cause us to fall sick or even to die. On the other hand, animals that are lively, young probably, can run fast, can defend themselves, they're healthy, therefore they're a good prey. It's better to hunt this type of animals. It's safer. It's good meat. So what we have learned, what our brain has learned, is that it's good to hunt for your food. It's safer to hunt for your food. Easy solutions, calm situations, is not always good for you. Another thing that we have learned through trial and error is that usually new things, new situations, new territories, unknown territories are more dangerous because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what to expect. Whereas territories, situations that we already know, we have learned through experience how to handle them, and therefore are deemed safer for us. And let's go back to now. As much as we would like to think that, we are not as evolved as we want to believe for ourselves. We are still running with the basic software that was downloaded, that was created in ancient times. Instinct is still there. It's primal, primitive, and still active. So, as I said before, our brain has the capacity, prefers to choose what is known, what is familiar, what is recognizable, where there is a pattern it understands, it knows, and feels familiar and safe with it. And another thing our brain does is that it looks for evidence that what we feel is right. So it ignores red flags and magnifies small positives in a situation just to prove itself that what it's thinking, the decision that it's making, is the right one. So we may tend to overlook like behaviors that are not so good in others because we want to justify our choice, justify and feel that we are right, because it's a matter of survival. It boils down to it. I know it sounds very simplistic, but deep down, still the mechanisms through which we are running, our brain is functioning deep down at the bottom. It's very simple. So, no, you're not falling in love randomly, my dear. You're repeating your pattern. You're repeating your survival strategy. Now let's bring this into everyday reality. People don't come to me and say in our sessions, "Well, Maria, let me tell you, I have a neurobiological pattern to deal with." No, they don't. What they say is usually, "Why do I always choose the same type of person? Why can't I leave even when I know it's wrong? Well, why do I feel nothing when someone treats me well? Or even, why am I bored by healthy relationships and addicted to complicated ones?" Let me tell you, that's the real problem. It's not the relationship, but it's our selection system, our strategy. Let me give you some real examples from my practice. We have a woman who repeatedly chooses emotionally unavailable partners. She says, "I don't know why, I'm just drawn to them." Whereas in reality, that is the only version of love she learned. What she learned, what she saw in her life, what she learned to be love is to being unavailable, not being able to receive from others. Another example is a man who only feels desire when he has to earn love. If it's given easily, he withdraws. He sees others, he sees relationships and women or men as trophies. He has to win because that's the way he was coaxed, he was taught. That's the way he was taught, that you have to earn, you have to fight for love, you have to earn love. And another example is of someone who says, "All my relationships start intensely and end the same way, like a firework. That's not a coincidence. That's a pattern. There is a reason underneath this pattern. But let's take a look at the systemic perspective. In systemic work, we go deeper. You don't only choose from yourself, you also choose from your system of origin. And what does that mean? It means that you might be unconsciously loyal to someone in your family system. It could be a mother who wasn't loved. Therefore, you always find people who don't love you. Or it could be a distant father, and therefore you become distant in your relationships. Or you may carry a systemic belief that love equals pain, because that was the message that went through the generations in your family. That whoever loves experiences pain in return. And without realizing it, what you do is you try to fix it, to fix this pattern through your relationships. You try to heal, you try to represent it through your relationships out of love. Always out of love. Unfortunately, what happens is that you don't resolve it. As much as your soul would love to resolve this entanglement, what you do is you repeat it. One of Bert Hellinger's quotes, and a personal favorite of mine, is that entanglements are not created due to the absence of love. Entanglements are created because of love, because love exists. Descendants are so eager, so lovingly want to heal their ancestors that they end up repeating, mirroring, reenacting the same patterns, the same situations, the same emotions, the same phenomena. And let's take a look, on the other hand, at Colour Psychodynamics view. This is where something powerful comes in. Colour Psychodynamics doesn't just show what you do. It reveals who you were designed to be, who you were born to be. What it uncovers is your natural way of loving, your gifts, your blocks, the patterns that pull you back, your qualities, your attributes, what you are, who you were born to be, and what can block you from being yourself. But most importantly, it shows you the difference between what feels familiar and what is truly aligned for you. What is the authentic part inside you, and what is the learned, the facade, let's say. Now it's time for my favorite part of this podcast, of each episode, our short guided exercise. So if you want, if you feel like it, and I certainly hope you are, take a deep breath. And another one. If you want, gently close your eyes. Feel your body relaxing on the chair, your arms resting on your thighs. Continue breathing normally. And think of the last person you felt strongly attracted to. bring it to your mind. And ask yourself, what do I feel in my body when I think of them? And just observe yourself. You may hear an answer from inside your mind, or you may even have a bodily response. Now ask, does this feeling feel familiar from somewhere else? And just observe what comes to mind or what you feel in your body. When you're ready, take 3 deep breaths, and on the 3rd exhale, open your eyes slowly. Let me tell you, very often the answer to this last question is yes. What I want is for you to keep just this. Maybe what feels right is just familiar. And if you hold that, you'll start questioning your automatic responses. If this episode touched you in a deeper level, you will begin to stop blindly trusting your feelings of attraction. And you will start observing yourself instead of immediately diving in any type of situation where you feel excitement and, coup de foudre, as our friends, the French, say. You will also start distinguishing intensity from connection. And you will begin creating space before making your choice. And that changes everything. Maybe listening to this episode, you recognize the part of yourself. Maybe you saw that what you thought was pure luck was a repeating pattern. And if there is something inside you saying, yes, this is for me, then that's the first step. Because patterns don't change by force. They change by looking at them, by recognition. If you like to work with me and go deeper, you can also find information on this episode notes. Follow the Inner Flame podcast on Spotify if you want to get notifications every time there is a new episode. On our next episode of Inner Flame, titled The Love You Learned as a Child is the Love You Chase, we'll explore how your early experiences shape your relationship patterns. Because if you don't see where it started, you'll always think it's about the other person. And if this episode opened something in you, stay with it. Because what you're beginning to see now is just the beginning. Being connected with your inner flame means that you don't change who you attract until you see who inside you is doing the attracting. And always remember, now is the time to discover your inner flame. Until next episode, bye-bye. You've been listening to the Inner Flame podcast with systemic consultant and Colour Psychodynamics practitioner Maria Felachidou. Search for this podcast on Spotify and follow Inner Flame on Instagram and Facebook.